Naruto! Chapter 527.
Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to ForneverWorld, and I'm here to do my review of Naruto Chapter 527. But before I jump into that, I want to talk a little bit about some stuff that I missed in the last chapter, as well as the war overall, because it's been, over 10 chapters now since the war started. So I want to just cover a little ground on my thoughts overall of the war so far. So a couple things I missed in the last chapter. A few of my favorite or characters that I kind of, like a little bit were in the last chapter, such as Granny Chio, Kimimaru, Tenten even had a panel. It was a pretty awesome chapter, last one. I missed a couple details or whatever, but, forgive me, whatever. That's what you get for getting them a little bit early, whatever. The war overall has been so far very awesome. It's been like, wow, Kishimoto definitely delivered. Like, nobody can really say anything about that, this war is boring, or this war is this, or this war is that. The war has been pretty awesome. Like, the only thing that's really missing is the main characters, which I'm sure Kishimoto is leaving for the end. Like, we haven't seen the really much of Naruto outside of that. He's training with Killer Bee, and we haven't seen Sasuke's training, really, even though we know he's going to come back and he's going to be super strong, and it's going to get crazy, but I think it's good we haven't seen these characters, because you don't want to get tired of them by the end of it. And I'm sure in the anime, you're gonna see a lot of them in the anime. But I think it's good that I think Kishimoto's purposely leaving them out of the war, so that when the war does get to the big epic part, the climax is gonna be where Naruto, Sasuke, Madara, Kabuto, or Orochimaru, whoever he'll be by the end of it. But, I really think that it's going good. You don't want to see too much of Naruto and Sasuke, and then by the end of it, where they're really supposed to clash, you're going to be like, I don't want to see this anymore. So, overall, my opinion of the war is that it has been going at an awesome pace. We're still getting epic battles. The last chapter, Zetsu was going crazy. Like, they underestimated me. It's getting crazy, the war. I definitely give it 2 thumbs up, and I definitely like where Kishimoto was going with this. Now, on to the chapter. I guess the biggest part of this chapter is that we learn that Kinkaku can steal people's souls. I mean, that's gonna make him a pretty unstoppable force, because, like, stealing souls is like, wow, you know how much damage can be done with stealing souls, how many people could be defeated. It's gonna get pretty crazy, because that, in my opinion, that's one of the standout points from the chapter, because, like, stealing souls, like, wow. We got some pretty awesome fights going down in this chapter. We got Kinkaku and Ginkaku teaming up. It's gonna get pretty crazy. They're fighting Atsui, Sami, and Dadi. So it's gonna get pretty crazy, and I hope I pronounced those right. Again, the whole Gaara and Tsuchikage stuff is really interesting, because it's gonna be pretty epic. That's one of the parts that I'm looking forward to personally, and it's gonna get pretty epic. They haven't set out yet, but it's gonna get crazy. I guess, in my opinion, the main focus, yes, is of, again, Kinkaku and Ginkaku as well, is the main focus of this chapter. The tools they use, everything that they do is pretty much like, their move, their special. It's just basically one of those chapters where it's more or less about them. Definitely a pretty solid chapter. Not one of my favorites outside of, the war stuff or whatever. It's alright. Could have been better. I'm still looking forward to seeing, the crazy part. I know you can't rush the wars, manga chapters, etc. But, we do ideally want to get to the Madara and Naruto and stuff like that. I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit, rushing it, because we still haven't seen a lot of these awesome battles. But that's the stuff that I'm really looking forward to. And in the next chapter, I think we're going to see some stuff go down with Gaara. I don't know. We're going to have to see. But yeah, this was a solid chapter. Definitely recommend you check it out when you get a chance, or when it's available. I'm ForneverWorld, and thanks for watching, everybody.